right, so when we think of cars polluting the environment, it's common to focus obviously on gasoline and how that impacts the air quality, but researchers in San Francisco have traced another huge health issue to driving. RT correspondent Natasha Sweet joins us from Los Angeles with more to the story.
It turns out that microplastics off the coast of California are being traced to tire dust. And it's not just a small amount we're talking about here. Researchers say the numbers are in the trillions. Findings released in a new study by the San Francisco Estuary Institute reveals that rainfall washes more than 7 trillion pieces of microplastics in California. According to the study, that's 300 times greater than what comes from beauty products, microfibers from clothes, and other plastics that are poured into our sinks and down the sewers.
Meow! It's time for some Thursday/Friday fun with me, Huples Cat, and my eclectic look at my subs and what I find amusing. Anyway, remember, this is edited for fun. But tires are killing the turtles. Killing us all, I guess. Doesn't gonna really help if you go electric. This is bad news. You'll have to walk everywhere. But who is causing all of these tires to be causing pollution in California? Why is it become such a massive problem in California? Well, I think it's a big problem everywhere. But specifically, this is who I blame.
For all you young folks out there that like to wear your britches below the crack of your rear end, pull your britches up. Nobody wants to see your underwear. Oh, I told you can't do that. That's racist. No, it's not. I don't want to see your underwear. I don't want to see your behind. For you young men that like to go around grabbing yourself, that's indecent. And to do it in front of a young lady too, it's extremely indecent.
But first, a little bit of serious things for you guys to consider out there, because it's the guys that are doing this. Do not drive a motorized vehicle and use a cell phone to record a video. The main reason for not doing that is it's incredibly disrespectful to other users of the road, including small children, who you probably have a higher rate of killing by driving distracted. You can see the distraction in the one I've just showed. It's really clear. The other thing with it is, are you really so time pressured that you can't be bothered to sit down and actually make a video for people? Seriously, stop it. If you want to make a video in a car, pull over. Plenty of examples of that. Okay, so that's the PSA over with. However, I just have to say one thing.
Sometimes people want to say things gonna hurt your feelings.
It's very, very, very fattest, isn't it?
Hi from Asymmetrical Preparedness. This video is on dehydrators, dehydration, all the things regarding dehydrating. So it's a very essential prepper skill. Something you need to know how to do, you need to be doing, and it's a great way to...
At the hardware store might only cost you $8 or $9 in a liquidation center, for example. Same axe, half the price. For the reasons I've already stated, they get them from the manufacturers or the shippers at discounted prices because they've been returned due to some sort of defect, right? And what might a defect be on an axe? I don't know. Maybe the handle's not perfectly straight. Maybe it's who knows? Maybe.
Shit, I think I kind of cracked the axe with that. Alright, this axe doesn't have much life left in it. Can you see this on the video? Alex?
Yeah.
Alright. So now we've got an additional sporting challenge. And I think the axe is toast.
Now, I don't claim to be an expert survivalist or bushcrafter, far from it, but I do think if you're going to chop wood in ice and snow conditions, you may want to put a rubber mat down or wear decent shoes, because, you know, using an axe and sliding around is probably not the smartest move. And I wouldn't advise that if you have an axe or a hammer or anything you're going to use a lot of force with that could potentially break and hit you in the head or in the groin, severing a femoral artery, you probably shouldn't use it if you know it's broken. It just makes sense. Let's be prepping smart here. Let's not be daft and get injured.
Hey, it's Raven Tactical. So this Monday, I believe it was the end of September 30th, I was invited to go to a live channel with a preparedness channel with Will, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. My internet from home is really terrible because I live in rural America, and even though we pay rural taxes for internet, communication and whatnot, none of it goes to rural communication upgrades. So we don't get the fiber optic upgrades that we should, and thus we have terrible internet.
Enjoying the night. So I get a lot of questions about my heists, about my thievery. Have I ever taken off my ski mask during a heist? Now, I try not to. Because you reveal yourself and who you are. And most of the time, I'm not in a spot where people can check me out, public, but I am going robbing. I'm going robbing right now, actually. I'm going to go rob some art. I can't get too much into specifics, but it is not a museum, but it is a residence. The score, but it was over 50 crew members, but it was as a diversion, so.
Entire ecosystems are collapsing. How dare you?
Indeed, don't be a chump. Don't drive to make videos. It's a burning gas. You're shredding tyres. Not a good move. However, some preppers out there have heard the news and are using cars sanely to make videos.
I've said before, and if this video, if you don't know who John Mark is, or the person going by the pseudonym John Mark, you probably just want to stop this video now.
I'm bringing back the MAPS survival box giveaway. I did one about a year ago. For those who don't know what a MAP survival box is, MAP stands for Matt A's Prepping and Survival.
Hello everyone, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, I want to talk about
global warming. Today I'm announcing a new national goal: to stop the growth of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions by 2025.
How dare you?
If we're serious about confronting climate change, we have to be serious about addressing these obstacles. If we fully implement our new strong laws, adhere to the principles I've outlined, and adopt appropriate incentives, we will put America on an ambitious new track for greenhouse gas reductions.
And for every one piece of trash that you pick up, there's a boat right next to you dumping out 5 pieces. How would that make you feel?
First of all, we were going so fast, there wasn't enough to pick up any trash.
All right, well, if you were a slow sailor like me, how would that make you feel?
Well, first of all, if you use that logic, then I am also dumping a lot of trash in the ocean. And then I would stop dumping my trash in the ocean and tell the other boat to stop dumping their trash in the ocean as well.
And that's the important point here. I think that what we need to be doing is we need to be focusing on the countries that are dumping trash in the ocean. Of course, that's a metaphor.
I think I don't need to add anything, but just another perspective. I am from Sweden, it's a small country, and there it is the same argument. Why should we do anything? Just look at the US, they say. So just so you know, that is being used against you as well.
Okay, so just a quick prayer. Someone requested, one of our friends here, that we pray for his son, as well as a gentleman named Mike T. So here we go.
What's going on now is the single greatest scam in the history of American politics.
This is not a drill. My name is Greta Thunberg. We are living in the beginning of a mass extinction. Our climate is breaking down. Children like me are giving up their education to protests. But we can still fix this. You can still fix this. To survive, we need to stop burning fossil fuels. But this alone will not be enough.
The Democrats want to take away your guns. They want to take away your health care. They want to take away your vote. They want to take away your freedom. They want to take away your judges. They want to take away everything.
Hey everybody, this is Eric for the Little Whitehouse, and you know, today on the way to work I was just thinking about there's a saying that says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Indeed, Eric. And to play us out, let's go to nature itself. Professor Noodles rescued a bumblebee that was very cold and spent 4 minutes letting it warm itself on a hand voluntarily before it was warm enough to fly off and survive. Always be kind when you can. And also, to play us out, a little snippet of me being mentioned in a video. It surprised me.
Willie Taylor is youthful lover, full of mercy and loyalty. They were going to the church to be married when he was first sent to sea. Dilly dilly dum dum day. 4 years she stayed and waited for her love so patiently. She said, I cannot bear this, I'll go and bring him back to me. Dilly dilly dum day. So she dressed up like a sailor, on her breast she wore a star. Lovely fingers, long and slender, she gave them all just a smear of tar. Dilly dilly dum day.
Last one. We've had no lunch yet. So, spot lunch, then we're going to find this campsite, put up a tent. Bit of wild camping. He's looking at you, Huples cat.
Are you talking to me?
Not exactly on your scale. No kayaks. We're in a tent.
I have a whole bunch of stuff for next week already, which I'm not doing because this video is far too long. Next week will not be a ranty video. I've got a lot of funny stuff and I'll put that on. So whatever you're doing this weekend, have fun and be kind and try to avoid shedding tyres and gasoline, because heck, we've got a big problem and I don't know what the answer is. But Greta Thunberg is not reading a script. She's a very smart 16-year-old, and for those people who believe in conspiracy theories out there, she made her mother stop flying, and her mother was an international opera singer, and made both her parents go vegan. So there's a lot of nonsense being put out about her, and I would count that as both misogynistic and possible child abuse. What do you think? Stay tuned. That'll be all over the internet at some point, but this is the end of Thursday Fun / Friday. Hope you enjoyed it. Do sub most of these channels. I really like most of them. And for you guys out there who are driving and videoing, stop it. Midwest Prepper's doing it. He's just got a normal dash cam and he just talks. That's no worse than using a cell phone hands-free. And the other guys, they pull over and talk to the camera. Well, they talk to the screen. So Matt, don't do this, do that. Okay, mate? Toodles.
Sit here